We are back with some more Giants franchise, and this video should have came sooner, but as some of you guys probably already know, online franchises were down again for a little bit, but we're back, and as I'm recording this video, the draft is starting, so I'm going to try to recap the free agency, people who I've went after and signed and stuff, get that all situated before we get into the actual draft stuff. So I'm just going to quickly go through. Since we're in the draft stage now, I can't go through like it's going to be a little harder to go through and see all the big names that were signed. But I'm going to try to just quickly go through all the bigger ones. How free agency worked this year, it could change next year, but every 80 overall and up was a silent auction. So there was like this little link. You put in what you want to offer for this person. No one knows what they're offering that person. And then once this deadline hits, then the top bidder, say if a player had like 3 offers on him, the top 3 bidders would all have a chance to get him, and then depending on like if it's a scheme fit for you, or if he likes the guaranteed money, or whatever it is, you have a certain percentage to win that, and then it just runs it, and then like you have like a 30% chance to win the bid, or say if there's 3 teams, every team has a 30% chance, depending on how much money they offered or their scheme fit or whatever, and then whoever would win it. So that's how the offseason went. It could change next year though. Next year it could be like 75 and up or something like that, but for this year it was just 80s, and then 79 and under were just bid on in the Madden franchise. So just a couple notable names. Michael Kendricks went to the Bucks. I'm gonna try to breeze through this. You probably see some players that I've re-signed, but we'll save that for now. Trey Waynes went to the Cardinals. What else we got here? Calvin Beachum, I don't even think he's good anymore. Malcolm Jenkins went to the Rams. Patterson's on the Saints. Good thing the Packers got destroyed with him. The Rams year. Joe Schobert, he was actually a guy that I was trying to go after. I don't know, I think it was me and the Colts and someone else were bidding on him. I can't remember if there was another team or not, but I actually had the highest percent chance to win Joe, and I did it. The Colts won it, so that was unfortunate. He's a scheme fit for the Colts as well. He was a scheme fit for me, so that bumped my percentage up a little bit. I also offered a little bit more money, but did not win that bid on him, so he was probably the main guy I was targeting this free agency. There was some big names, but just for positions that I don't really need. Like there was running backs. We obviously don't need a running back. Like Melvin Gordon was there. Do we need Melvin Gordon? No. So couldn't really go after stuff like that. Tyreek Hill stayed with the Chiefs. What else we got here? Logan Ryan went to the Redskins. Ziggy went to the Bucks. Ryan Tannehill, we signed him. Case Keenum went to... I was trying to get Case Keenum, but Patriots just decided to up it like crazy, so I was not trying to spend that much. DJ Swearinger went to the Bucks. The Bucks had a big offseason. Amari Cooper stayed with the Cowboys. Jason Verrett went to the Seattle Seahawks. Alex Mack went to the Browns. I did place an offer on Alex Mack, but I got outbid like crazy, so I was trying to get him for like just a rental or whatever. Austin Hooper stayed in Atlanta for a 4-year deal, and Jalen Mills went to the Bears. Chris Jones stayed on the Chiefs as well. Kareem Hunt went to the Steelers. Whitney Merciless went to the Broncos. Or I think is he on the Broncos in real life? I'm honestly not sure. Joe Flacco went to the Saints. That was interesting. Shaq Barrett stays on the Bucks. Pretty sure he's on the Bucks. Leonard Williams stayed with he was on the, well, in real life he's on the Jets, or not the Jets, the Giants, but he stayed with the Jets in our franchise. And I think that's about it for the bigger names. I'm just looking at the money, like the big money that was thrown around. I think that's it. I don't think these are all the stage 3 guys, which kept kind of passing on. I know Melvin Gordon, I think, went to the... Who did he go to? Melvin Gordon went to the what's it called? The Texans, I think, is where he went to. I can't quite remember. I had everything like situated, but then since now we're in the draft, as I'm recording this, it's a lot harder to figure it out. But those are most of the big names. We're gonna go to the people that I signed. You probably saw them as I was going through. I didn't want to spend too much money, but I did want to get some people. We re-signed a backup left guard because I was tired of seeing all my backup linemen being 50 overalls, so he's like a 65 or something. We signed 2 backup guards, yeah, a left guard and a right guard. They're both like 64 or something like that, because I was just tired of seeing like a 53 overall as my backup. That was just not looking good for me. We did in the silent bid win a bid though. We actually had the lowest percentage chance to win Devin McCourty, and we did end up winning the bid. So we have Devin McCourty for a year long. The free safety, the draft is just really tough this year. It just, you know, we couldn't really scout as much as we would like, but free safety was kind of a deeper position in this draft, so I don't know. I still am okay with getting Devin McCourty for a year. I'm not planning on re-signing him after this, just renting him for a year and then let him go again to just fill that hole with Julian Love, because I don't think Julian Love I don't think he played that good. I mean, he's obviously going to be a lot faster than Devin McCourty, but I just really don't think Julian Love is the answer for us. Or maybe it's going to take him a lot more time than we thought or something. So Devin McCourty will be on the team for a year long. We re-signed a third-string tight end, just a blocking tight end to help us when we're in run situations. He'll be our third tight end on the depth chart. That's the right guard I was talking about. We re-signed Ryan Tannehill as our backup quarterback. It was between him and Case Keenum. Case Keenum had quite a bit of money on him, so I just decided to go with Ryan Tannehill. Al Woods just as a backup defensive tackle. I might draft a defensive tackle late too. We'll see. But because I let all my defensive tackles go besides Tomlinson, we have to get some depth there. So Al Woods on a cheap deal, and Daryl Worley, not that expensive deal, but I mean he's not that bad. If we go take a look at his stats here. Let's go take a quick peek at his stats. He's not that fast, but he has good coverage stats. He's a 76 overall. So, oops, I went in depth chart. I wanted to go to roster. Wrong option here. He's really not that bad, and I'm surprised no one put a bid on him besides me. So I got him for kind of cheap. He's normal dev. He's 25. He's on a 2-year deal, but I don't know how long he'll last here, obviously. But just helping us out at corner right now. He's not the quickest, but I mean, zone's pretty good, play work's good, acceleration's good, his speed's just a little rough. Good press. I mean, he's not that bad. He's not that bad, and he's pretty big. He's 6'1" as well. So far as things stand, I don't know how the draft's gonna go if we're gonna pick anyone up, but so far as things stand, Daryl will be our second corner. Haley will be moved down into the slot spot. Julian Love will stay as our backup free safety for now, and Devin McCourty will be our starting free safety. So as things stand, that's how that is going to go. So that's how free agency went for us. We did make a trade too. I know some of you guys were saying not to trade my first round pick, but I did end up making a trade. Hopefully you guys are okay with it. We'll see. I think it's the best for me because I have so many positions that I have to deal with. I think this is the best option for me for this year, especially how the draft went with a lot of players not being what's it called? Not being scouted. So I think this was the best option for me. We'll go to trades. See if it should pop up, right? Yeah, so we ended up trading our first round pick this year, so pick 26, and our fourth round pick this year, so pick 122, to the Bengals. And in that trade, we received 2 second round picks this year from the Bengals, pick 53 and 63, and then a third round pick in pick 95. So I think this is the best. We have 3 second round picks and 2 third round picks. So if we go to our draft picks right now, I'm pretty sure I could still look at those. I hope I can. Yeah. So if we look at the draft right now, we have 3 picks in the second round, 53, 58, and 63. And then we have 2 in the third round at 90 and 95. We skip the fourth round, have 2 fifths, a sixth, and 2 sevenths. So I think this is getting 5 picks in the second and third round. It hopefully should help us. I mean, if we didn't make that move, we're just sitting at 1 second, or 1 first, 1 second, 1 third. And I mean, we need talent in a lot of spots. So I think that was the best deal for me to make. 2 second round picks really isn't that bad for a first, and I got a third. I threw in that fourth so I can get another, so I can get that third round. So I really don't think it's that bad of a trade. I did have a trade offer for Julian Love we were talking about, but just because once he found out that the free safety draft class is pretty deep, he decided to not go with it. So Julian Love will be on the team for now. He's still on the block currently. Just don't know if he'll ever, grow. I just really don't. So that's pretty much it in free agency. There is one more thing. They did have some linemen got upgraded in development traits, and we actually did get ours. We got Kevin Zeitler. He's supposed to go to X Factor. Yeah, he's Superstar X Factor right now, so he develops at the fastest rate, earns Superstar and Zone abilities, but I think he already had this, the Secure Protector. I'm pretty sure he already had it. But linemen, I think it's pretty lame. I don't know why I didn't know that, but I thought offensive linemen had X Factor abilities, but I guess they don't. I wish they did, but so he's up there now. So yeah, that's good for him, I guess. I wish it was someone else that would have got like Will Hernandez on the left side of the line, getting him up to like Superstar or something. That would have been nice. But that is going to be it for the draft. Actually, no, it's not. No, I wanted to show you guys a couple trades that went through. It's going to be kind of difficult again to see what's happening with all these, just how Madden has it set up. Let's see if I can even show you guys these. I've talked about some of these already, but I just wanted to go through them again so you guys can just get refreshed a bit. So the Eagles traded Zach Ertz to the Cardinals, and the Cardinals traded a second-round pick and a third-round pick. And then the Cardinals traded Pat Pete to the Raiders. Raiders got some picks. Steelers traded Juju to the Eagles. Eagles traded away Avonte Maddox and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and a first-round pick. Browns traded David Njoku to the Browns. Who else was some big names here? Steelers traded James Conner and David DeCastro to the Dolphins. DeAndre Hopkins also went to the Cardinals. So the Cardinals are just stacking up on offense right now. They are just going all in. Cardinals traded multiple first-round picks, a second-round pick for that, and Christian Kirk. A shitload of stuff for DeAndre Hopkins there. A couple other big names. Geno Atkins went to the Rams. Calais Campbell went to the Raiders. Alejandro Villanueva went to the Vikings. What else we got here? Allen Robinson went to the Bills. I'm just trying to look at the big stuff. You guys can pause and look more in depth if you want. The Falcons traded Julio Jones to the Dolphins. I didn't even see this one. Wow. Okay, so the Dolphins are just going all in as well. Jesus, dude. Okay, multiple picks for that. Here's our trade, obviously, and then Chiefs trade Kendall Fuller to the Saints. Trey Flowers went to the Bears. I was actually talking about Trey Flowers a little bit too. Awuzie went to the Jaguars. I think I said his name right. And then these are just a bunch of draft picks and stuff that are currently going on now in the draft. And it looks like the 49ers traded Jerick McKinnon to the Packers. Interesting. He already has a bunch of running back talent there, so we'll see what the Packers guy does with that. But that is that. We are in the draft currently. The draft is going to be starting very, very, very shortly. So I'm going to end this video here. Next video will be me in the draft, just going off. Hopefully we can hit on all those picks. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.